everyone, this is going to be the May forecast for Aries, the tarot prediction for the month of May. What's happening? I know I'm a little bit behind schedule, but I had a couple of things lined up, so I wasn't able to post videos before this. But let's get started. So, what's happening for Aries in the month of May? So keep in mind this can apply to Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, your Mars sign, as well as North Node. And in case this video doesn't resonate with you, do be sure to check out the other signs for the month of May. I'm taking personal reading bookings right now. So if you want to book a personal reading with me, just drop me a message on Facebook or email. The links are in the description box below. So the first card we have here is the Seven of Wands. I'm going to pull a couple of cards and then I'm going to start with the reading. So what's happening for Aries for the month of May? Or what does Aries need to know? We have the King of Cups in reverse. What else for Aries for the month of May? Let's see, what is... Oh, a card dropped out. So we have the Eight of Wands. Let's see, what else is happening for Aries for the month of May? What's happening for Aries for May? What does Aries need to know? We have the Queen of Swords. What else for Aries for the month of May? What does Aries need to know? What else for Aries for the month of May? Let's just pick a couple of cards more and then I'll start with the reading. So what else is happening for Aries for the month of May? What does Aries need to know? We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Change of perspective, but you probably already had that. And we have the Three of Cups in reverse. So I'll do some clarifications later if I need to, but let's just get started with the reading. So overall, I'm picking up this sense of restlessness that a lot of you may be going through right now. And I say this because I do see the Eight of Wands and I see the Seven of Wands. Wands is fire energy, which is related to your sign, Aries. But the reason I say restlessness is because the Eight of Wands is very much about something happening in a very fast-paced manner, right? And you've also got the Seven of Wands here, which is to do with sort of defending your territory and sort of just a lot of fighting energy going on. Like you're just fighting to keep your territory and just maintain your peace of mind is what I'm sensing. There could have been a Scorpio in your life in the past. And I say in the past because the King of Cups turned up in reverse and King of Cups is Scorpio energy. So if you were in a romantic relationship, this could have been a Scorpio in your life. They could have been a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. Or even if they weren't a Scorpio, they just embodied that archetype, right? Like the Scorpio archetype. So this could have been somebody in your past that you were dealing with. But right now, I sense a lot of restlessness around you. There are a lot of people who are trying to bring you down, Aries. And I feel like you're just fighting to keep up the sanity or just keep your peace of mind. And I'm also seeing the Queen of Swords here, which has to do with essentially Libra energy. So this could be a Libra in your life right now. Like if you're in a romantic relationship, this could actually be a Libra person in your life. This could be Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or even North Node. Or if this is not a Libra person, the Queen of Swords generally represents somebody who is very sharp in the way they communicate. Because they've been through a lot. And so this is what I'm picking up on is this is your energy right now, Aries. Like I said before, there's a lot of restlessness going on around you. A lot of people are trying to take you down. So there's this combative energy going on around you and you're just kind of fighting to keep the peace. And you're basically saying what needs to be said. Like you're not trimming the corners. You're not trying to be extra nice to anybody. It's not like you're being impolite or anything, but you're just saying it as it is. Like you're calling a spade right now, Aries. And what I'm sensing is that, especially astrologically, now that we've got Jupiter in Pisces, it's a very expansive, compassionate energy that we're experiencing right now for the next 2.5 months or so. So when we combine the astrological placement and the reading right now, what I'm sensing is right now you're in this space where you're just saying pretty blunt words, and they may be rubbing people the wrong way, and that could be one of the reasons why you're feeling this sense of struggling to keep the peace, and you're sort of having to defend your territory. But then I also see the Hanged Man here in reverse, which calls for a change of perspective, So what I'm picking up here is maybe, so I'm not saying don't defend your territory. I'm not saying don't have boundaries, for sure. Like, keep them up. But maybe there is need for a change in speech or the way you're coming across to people right now, because I get a feeling like you're coming across a little bit harsh during the month of May. Like, whatever you want to say, maybe soften it a little bit when you're speaking to others, or try not to be so blunt about it, because that, like, a lot of people are very sensitive right now, especially because of everything that we're going on currently. So people can take things the wrong way a lot of the times. And so this card, to me, it speaks of a change of perspective with regards to communication style, especially because it came up right after the Queen of Swords. So I feel like a lot of you may be being a little bit aggressive when you're coming across to people, or when you're communicating to people. And so the Hanged Man in reverse is essentially about saying what needs to be said, but just soften the corners a little bit, right? Like, you can say the same thing in 10 different ways, and you can say it in a blunt way where you call a spade, or you can just, like I said, soften it a little bit so that it's not so harsh, but at the same time you get your point across. I do see the Three of Cups in reverse, so a lot of you may be in hibernation mode, or in, not in the mood to celebrate right now, especially because of what we're going through right now, right? Like this the beer bug situation that we have. So a lot of people are forced to be indoors right now. We can't really socialize as much as we used to. So this card speaks to that energy that maybe a lot of you are, like, even if you can socialize, maybe a lot of you are consciously choosing not to, because that's what you feel is needed right now. Let's look at some clarifications. I do want to look at the clarification for the Seven of Wands. Like, what is this combative energy that we are noticing here for Aries? What is the Seven of Wands, Spirit? Please guide and advise. Thank you. So a bunch of cards popped out. Let's look at them. Yeah, I see the King of Swords. So this has to do with Aquarius energy, but this also has to do with, this is again very authoritative energy, and like, this is my way or the highway kind of vibe that I always pick up from this card, especially because Aquarius is a fixed sign, and the King of Swords is very much about, maintaining their stance no matter what. So like I said, my way or the highway kind of energy, whereas maybe the situation calls for a change of perspective, or trying to look at things from another person's point of view, right? Like, a lot of the times what we think is right or our truths may not always be the case. I do see the Three of Swords in reverse. Some of you may have gone through heartache with a Scorpio, is what I'm picking up on. Things may not have gone the way you wanted it to go. I'm also seeing the Five of Swords. This again is very not just combative energy, because this is a battlefield and this guy has had to win many battles to win the war, So this is again very combative energy, and maybe part of the reason why you're feeling this tension in the air, or like just so much going on, is maybe because of this Hanged Man, right? Like, like choosing to stick to your guns without looking at it from another angle. And sometimes you need to soften up and bend a little bit so that it can be a beneficial situation, right? I'm also seeing the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, generally, the Four of Pentacles upright speaks of very guarded energy, especially to do with finances. So it does not always have to do with finances, but generally this is about being very guarded, very cautious. Now, in this case, because it's turning up in reverse, it could be that a lot of you are choosing not to be guarded anymore. Maybe in the past you were very cautious, you were very anxious. This anxious energy is what I'm picking up from this card, where you second guessed a lot of things, where you were doubtful about a lot of things, and now you're kind of slowly stepping away from that energy and becoming more confident in yourself. But the flip side of that is sometimes that can be a little bit of overconfidence, where you are saying something in a very brutal manner. So that may be something that needs a little bit of exercise and caution. But otherwise, overall, a good reading. I do feel like maybe just soften up a little bit, like instead of sticking to your guns, try to look at it from the other person's point of view. But of course, still continue to maintain your boundaries. So guys, that's the reading for Aries for the month of May. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Drop in a comment in the comment box. And share this video with your friends and people you know. And yeah, if you'd like to book a reading with me, drop me a message on Facebook or email, and I'll get back to you soon. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.